What's good, everybody? It's JC Sims here, and welcome back to my channel. I'm kind of trying to work with some camera angles, so if I kind of change around throughout the next few videos, that is why. But in today's video, I'm going to be doing an overview of the Scco cooking overhaul. I mentioned this in my functional convenience store video because that video had a few items from this mod, and this mod essentially overhauls the cooking portion of The Sims 4. So you can do things like rabbit hole grocery shopping. There's also an option for grocery subscription services, and I will also be showing off the grocery store portion of this mod. I'm also going to be including a few custom recipes by some different creators, as well as a way you can stop your Sims from autonomously cooking in the game, because that will help with the realism aspect of this mod. So let's go ahead and go over the installation instructions and that kind of overview, and then we'll jump into the game. Okay, so the Scco cooking overhaul is by the creator Seriously Sims, and we are over on their website right now. And this is the latest version. It was just updated on December 14th of this year, so 2 days ago when I'm filming this. This mod will require Get to Work for the baking skill and the baking part of this mod, and it will also require City Living for the vegetarian additions and changes to the recipes. But you can kind of tweak the mod in the files to take out parts that you don't want, or you just may not have these packs installed. So like I said, you can use things like the computer, phone, tablet, or the cash register. For the cash register, you must have Get to Work, and that is more for like a grocery store setting, which we will get into in a minute. You also have the rabbit hole grocery shopping, so your Sims will actually leave the lot for like 30 minutes to an hour, and they will come back with the items you purchased from that menu. This mod essentially replaces the current cooking system that we have, so all the in-game recipes that we already have, the ingredients will be changed to reflect the new ingredients that you have here. So these are all of the new ingredients. You have the packaged and single ingredients, so most of them will be packaged. You have to unpackage them and put them all in the refrigerator or wherever they go, maybe in the pantry. And then you also have single items, but you can get sick from eating the raw items. Like I just said, they have overhauled all the EA recipes to make them require more realistic ingredients, and all of the recipes for all of these items or skills have been changed. So cooking, gourmet cooking, like the popcorn machine, stuff like that. So keep in mind, again, the different packs depending on what you have, like the ice cream or popcorn machine. Some of the recipes will require certain packs. They've also fixed the kind of baking category. So before, in the baking category, there were some items that weren't desserts, and in the cooking category, there were items that you could bake. So they've just separated them all. So everything you cook with is in the cooking category, and all of the baking recipes are in the baking category. So if you're worried that this mod deleted something, just look in the other category. This mod also allows you to bake cupcakes at home in the oven rather than using that huge cupcake machine. You can also cook pizza like from the delivery in your oven at home, and if you have island living, you can use the barbecue pit for different foods as well. This mod will come with a bunch of different cookbooks, so cultural recipes, experimental jungle recipes, seafood recipes, cafeteria recipes. So all of these recipe cookbooks will be based on packs, so if you have the base game, you don't have to worry about this, but just look, if you only have a few of these packs, which ones you want to keep and which ones you do not. And what they mean by taste first cookbooks is all of the recipes that you have to eat to learn. So you have to travel to like Salvadorada to learn. You don't have to do that anymore. You can just buy one of these cookbooks from the bookshelf and you will learn it that way. There's also cow plant milking. I don't use cow plants, so that's something you can use if you like to use cow plants. This is the subscription service, but I will get more into that in the game, but they are delivered every Monday. Also with this mod, all of the EA harvestables have had their prices adjusted to reflect the new ingredients, just because they were kind of high. So if you were to download this mod and prices weren't adjusted, you would be paying a lot more for ingredients rather than just paying for the meals. And this is the custom food menu, so I will get down to this later, and this is where you will access all of your custom content recipes recipes that you download either from this mod or other creators that make recipes. I do use the transfer inventory by Little Miss Sam, will be also linked down below. Basically, it just makes it easier when you go grocery shopping and maybe you get a lot of stuff. You do not have to transfer it to the refrigerator one by one. You can group it all together and just put it in there. So I will also go over that more in the game. When you're ready to download, you can do SimFile Share, Megafile, or Patreon. I just personally prefer Patreon. It's easy just to press it. So this is what the Patreon looks like. I'm going to go ahead and download it, but we are going to move on to the grocery store that is attached to the Scco cooking mod, but this is not included in the mod. This will have to be downloaded completely separate. This will have custom content that you will have to download separately, but it is just 2 items, the vending machine and the grocery coolers and fridge. You can also download the purchase pet items anywhere mod if you would like to add like vet medicine to this slot as well. This slot will require Get to Work, City Living, Get Together, and Dine Out as well. When you download this slot, it will come with 39 new custom content items. So this is all of them. There is a merged and an unmerged file. If you don't want to download all of them, you can go through and pick which custom content you would like. If you want, you're going to want to download the Blueprint Greenfield grocery zip file and either the unmerged or the merged files. Do not download both of these. So now we're going to install the actual cooking overhaul mod first. If you don't know how to download mods and you want a more in-depth tutorial, you can go ahead and watch my tutorial on that. It will be in a card above my head, but you're going to take your unzipping software and you're going to have a file, the Scco 3.0.2 if you're watching this in the future, or if you have a legacy edition, or if your game's not updated, this number may be different. I go ahead and open it, and then you have all of these, and this is where you have the custom recipes. So if you do not want any custom recipes, take this out completely, but if you go inside of it, you can go ahead and take out which ones may not be compatible with your game if you do not have that game pack installed. So if you come back and open the README, down at the bottom of the README, it will show you all the abbreviations. You still need the Get to Work and City Living regardless. If we go ahead and come into the EA recipes folder, this also has different recipes separated by pack. So just go through with the README and take out whichever ones you do not have installed, and the mod will work fine after that. If we come into the Scco add-ons folder, this is just a few add-ons like the storage fruit bowls, so it turns the in-game fruit bowl into a functional fruit bowl. The meat wall for everyone unlocks the meat wall, I think at level 1 for the vertical plant wall thing, and the grocery subscription service I will get into, and the expanded Batu menus for the pack we will not speak about. And then you just have a bunch of other text and stuff that you can read through, but when you have everything squared away, go ahead and extract this to your documents, electronic arts, the Sims 4 mods folder. This is going to be the contents of the blueprint folder for the grocery store attached to the Scco mod. So for this, all you're going to do is extract this to your documents, electronic arts, the Sims 4, and then your tray folder. Now we're going to go ahead and jump in the game and check this mod out. Okay, so I just loaded up a family. This is the Ferraro family. I made them a long time ago, and they were in my bin, and I decided to use them. And this house is by Devin Bumpkin. It is the lake house over on his gallery page. I will have his gallery ID linked down below. But before we get into the mod, I wanted to include something that I think is very necessary with this mod. What you want to do is make it so you go to the grocery store and buy all the stuff you need, and then you're not paying for meals at the fridge, because that's not really that realistic. But the issue that I found with this mod when I've used it in the past is that your Sims will still autonomously go and use the fridge if their hunger is like in the yellow, and they might make a meal that you have to pay for, you don't have the ingredients for. And I found that really annoying, and it kind of broke that realism for me. So I found a way with the MC Command Center. If you want to know how to install that, go check out my how to install custom content tutorial. But through some tuning in the MC Command Center, you can actually stop your Sims from using certain objects. So I have went through and stopped my Sims from autonomously using refrigerators or stoves. So the way to do that is come to any Sim in the household and go to MC Command Center, come to MC Tuner, and then enable autonomy scan. After you enable your autonomy scan, you want to go to the object and then come down to autonomy scan. Any choices that have brackets around them means that your sim can autonomously use them. So I have went ahead and clicked the cook options, so there is no brackets around them, meaning that my sims will not autonomously cook on the stove. Come to the fridge, do the same thing, autonomy scan, and my sims cannot cook. They can't cook a gourmet meal, have a quick meal, grab a drink, make a family meal, cook anything, but they can repair or clean out the spoiled food autonomously. So it's really nice because I don't have to turn my autonomy off. My sims can still live their lives, but they're not going to be spending pointless money by using the fridge when I don't tell them to. So the first thing about this mod you'll notice is that you're going to have a new option in the cell phone called Shop For, and through here you can buy drinks, fish, flowers and insects, groceries, veggies, herbs, and fruit. So all this is from that overhaul. And if we click on buy groceries, here is everything. There are those Arabica coffee beans that I was talking about that you have to download, but this is essentially everything that comes with the mod in terms of grocery shopping. So you can go ahead and buy it through your phone and they will get delivered to your home. So let's just buy a few things, and you actually do have to wait. They don't just come automatically. They will be delivered to your mailbox. Like I said in the instructions portion, this can also be accessed through the computer or a cash register if you want to make your own grocery store as well. If you go ahead and click on your sim, you will have a new option to go shopping, and this is the rabbit hole interactions. So you can go to the Greenfield grocery store, the fish market, or the farmer's market. And I really like how the fish market and farmers market are not open every day. The fish market is only open on the weekends, and the farmers market is only open on Monday, Wednesday, and the weekend. So that is really cool and also realistic. So we're gonna have her go ahead and let's have her go to the farmers market really quick, just because the grocery store pretty much is gonna have all the same items from the phone, and they're going to be gone for like 30 minutes to an hour. And once they finish, a menu will pop up, and that's where you buy from. So this is the menu at the farmer's market, and the farmer's market pretty much just has veggies, herbs, and fruit. So you have pretty much everything. There is so much in this mod that they made buyable. So pretty much everything you can think of for really unique meals, you can buy it, even a UFO, an unidentified fruit object. I love some wasabi, so that's awesome. So seems like you have some sushi items. If your sims own a computer, they can go ahead and click on it and you can sign up for a grocery subscription service, which I love this. It's almost like a HelloFresh type of deal, and I really like that aspect. So you have all of these different types. You have the Baker's Dozen subscription, Vegetarian Haven, Plasma Night, Munchie Madness, Mealtime, Drink Crate, and Butcher's Block. So they all have different purposes. So I'm assuming this will be really good for like baking cakes, vegetarian meals. Probably has a bunch of like blood for vampires, munchies, a lot of junk food. Mealtime is more, I would think, like the HelloFresh to make actual meals. The Drink Crate is actually seems pretty interesting. I'm gonna go ahead and order that one. And then the Butcher's Block probably comes with a lot of like nice meats. So we're gonna go ahead and subscribe to the Drink Crate as well as the Mealtime subscription. So after you choose, it'll say start grocery subscription service. The Drink Crate subscription box is filled with all kinds of drinks for only $30, delivered weekly on Monday. So we're gonna go ahead and start that, and then you would come back to that same menu to stop that whenever you wanted. And then the same thing with the Mealtime, but the Mealtime subscription is $80. So we're gonna go ahead and sign up for that one as well. And now that our HelloFresh boxes are coming, we're gonna go ahead and head out to the grocery store and see what's up over there. And we can bring the whole family, it's fine. So right now I am in Magnolia Promenade, and when you download the lot and put it in your tray files, what you're gonna wanna do is come to the gallery, and you're going to go into your own library. Make sure that the include custom content box is ticked, and I go ahead and search for grocery, and it will show up right here, and you can place it, and it is meant to be on any 40 by 30, but the creator actually built it on this slot in Magnolia Promenade. So we're gonna go ahead and travel there. This grocery store is so detailed and amazing. I love it. This would be really cool to go ahead and put some items from other videos, like my Better Community Lots video. The salad bars in here, and even the Shop Chef retail items like perfect grocery stores in game. Okay, so we are here at the Greenfield grocery store. It is huge. It is amazing. I love it. Keep in mind, to have this work as a retail shop, you do have to have a family come and buy this as a retail store. So upstairs you have like, looks like a break room and like a little apartment if you would like to live here and own the grocery store. And then downstairs is where all the magic is. So you have like a nursery, you have like your produce, a little cafeteria with like a little like kitchen. This is so cool. You have all your shelves. You can come in here and place more if you'd like, but I will show you how to do that. But we have so much in here. It is like kind of overwhelming, but you can actually go through in the store and pick out what you like item by item. So if we come over here, we have like some cheese. So we're gonna buy some cheese. And here we have like Yoplait yogurts. We're gonna buy some of those, screw it. We have some Pillsbury biscuits. Let's buy some of those. When you download this, not all this stuff is gonna be for sale. So I come in and I set like everything for sale, but I don't set every little item for sale because really your sim is going to be the only one that buys it, so you can just restock the few that your sim buys. These are frozen pastries. We're going to buy some of those. Frozen TV dinner, let's buy 2 of those. We have some red meat over here. We have some poultry and shrimp, sure. Frozen burritos, sure. This is pork and red meat, but I did not set it for sale, so we're gonna ignore it. These are those new refrigerators that come with the game, and you can shop for stuff through these as well. So we're gonna have her shop for some drinks, and the drinks just have like coffee, tea, all of that. Let's order some tea, orange juice, milk. You can also order the fizzy juices in here. And let's get some water and soda and juice as well. Under the groceries menu, it's just like a general selection of groceries. So I'm just gonna get some stuff that we might need, like flour, pretty much just basics, cooking oil, butter, sure. Let's get some cereal, crackers. I love mayonnaise. We're gonna get some of that as well. These little like bundle packages just kind of have a selection of whatever it says. So like the Farmer's Choice has fresh produce and tofu. So we have a bunch of stuff here. Let's just buy this. And you can also use the cash register to do that as well. We have some people in here shopping. You will get employees that come in here and work as well. But over here are more of those specials. So you have like a coffee blend, teas. Over here we have Snack Attack for snacks and ice cream. And what is this? Baker's Dozen. Let's get a Baker's Dozen and a Snack Attack as well. You also have these chip things where you can buy potato chips, and you can get a drink from over here, like a bunch of different drinks like root beer, lemon lime soda, all of that. So that's also really cool. These are also supposed to be windows, but for some reason they glitched out when I placed the lot, so don't mind that. And it looks like her husband is in here making cupcakes or something. I'm not really sure. But since we have gotten a few things from the grocery store, that is pretty much all from the grocery store, we're gonna go ahead and go home and unpack this. So I just got home and I got these notifications. One says my drink crate subscription box has been shipped and it will arrive in the mail soon. And I assume, yes, my mealtime subscription box has also been shipped. So I like that you also get notifications, but we're just gonna teleport here and unload our groceries. Everything we bought will be in here. I know that he bought some as well, but he is still the grocery store apparently. He only bought 4 things. So most of this stuff does not. This needs to be opened, so we're gonna go ahead and open that can. But with the Little Miss Sam transfer mod, when you come to the fridge, you can choose put all ingredients, food, and drinks into the fridge, and he will come over, open the fridge, and it will empty from your inventory. So that is really convenient if you have a lot of groceries like this. But it is just so realistic. Like we have our chicken nuggets right here, and well, those are pizza rolls. Where did my chicken nugget? Okay, here's my chicken nugget. You see how hostile I almost got over the chicken nuggets? Like ridiculous. We also have some eggs. ramen, all of that. So all of this will need to be opened before you put it into the fridge or the pantry. This would also be a really good way to make pantries. So I tend to just put everything in the fridge so it's usable, but if you want to keep it out until you use it, you can also do that and it won't like go spoiled. So what I'm going to do for now is put it all back in here, and I'm going to go through and kind of open everything. So I've went through and opened everything and put it all in the fridge. So when we come over here, our fridge is fully stocked, and now we can kind of dive into the custom meals and ingredients. So if you downloaded the custom food interactions and things like that, you will have the custom food and make custom toddler drinks, quick meals, junk food, snacks, all of this. This is where your custom content recipes are going to show up when you download them. So right now I don't really have anything because I haven't downloaded that many into my game, but we do have like chips and things like that. Since we did not buy any chips, we have to pay for them. But if you look down here, the mozzarella sticks, we do have flour, so we don't have to pay for that. But I wanted to show you, I went ahead and put some items in the fridge without opening them. And if you do that, you actually cannot access them. So I just wanted to make that apparent. Make sure you open all of your packages so you can access all of the food from the menu. Also with this mod, I advise you to stay away from like the serve dinner or have dinner, and go ahead and use the cooking option if you're going to cook a meal from EA. So in here we have pretty much everything, but as you can see, we didn't really buy everything. I'm waiting for my mealtime subscriptions to come in, but you can see that it drastically reduced the prices because we do have a lot of this stuff in the game. But I'm gonna go ahead and make, what do we have home style that we can cook? Okay, it looks like we like didn't buy anything that we needed. Honestly, me, when I go to the grocery store, I feel like I never get what I'm supposed to get when I go. I also wanted to show you here some of the additional recipes that I have downloaded. So in the home style section, I have downloaded boiled eggs. I thought that was really good for like breakfast time. I also downloaded these deviled eggs because I love deviled eggs. And then I downloaded the fried tofu, baked mac and cheese, which is like my favorite meal ever, stuffed peppers, and then I also downloaded dinner rolls, but they're probably in a different one. So let's go ahead and just make $120 for macaroni and cheese. Oh my goo. Let's go ahead and make the party size. Even though I did not buy the right stuff, we still need an herb. So it's also really cool with this mod. You kind of need to have a grocery list. So I make my Sims like plan out for the week what they're gonna buy, and then I go to the store and buy the recipes needed for those specific meals. So you kind of can't just go in blind at buying stuff, because then you'll still have to pay some type of amount for what you didn't buy. So meal prepping can also be a thing with this mod, which is really cool. We're just going to go ahead and make some baked macaroni and cheese. All of those custom recipes I just mentioned are from Ice Mun Mun, I'm pretty sure, and I will be linking their website down below. They have like over 100 different recipes to choose from, and they're all really good and made me super hungry. And look at her cutting stuff with her purse. Like, oh my god. I also like how the animation is actually like mac and cheese, so that's really cool. I wonder if she'll bake it since it is baked mac and cheese. Okay, realism, we love to see it. We love to see it. Ooh, and then once it's done, she actually pulls out like a custom dish for it. Oh, with like rolls. I love that. So the next mod I have is called the Granny's Old Cookbook, and this is by the creator Little Bo Bub on Tumblr. This creator was listed with the recommended recipe creators on the Scco site, but this is a mod that I've had for a while now, and it comes in all these different cute swatches. I love this one with grandma's like picture on it. This just allows you to have even more recipes. So you can name the cookbook if you want, have recipes. So barbecue, breakfast, desserts, and meals. Oh my god, the ribs and baked beans. Meals, you have a bunch like collard greens and cornbread, fettuccine, grilled cheese. Some of them, since they are custom, you'll still have to buy stuff, so some of it falls out of that realm, but I did want to show you some new custom recipes. But you get a bunch like meatloaf, lox bagel, chicken and dumplings, and you also mussels. we're gonna cook that. But you also saw those in the fridge. So all of the mods by Ice Mun Mun and Little Bow, I don't know, all of those are kind of made in conjunction with the Scco mod. And a bunch of desserts, like wow. This birthday cake is really cute. Oh my god, I love the baby cake. They've updated this a lot because this wasn't always the bunny cake. Key lime pie, my favorite. Fondant fancies. So this already looks cool. You can have custom recipes for certain holidays. I'm like obsessed with this. I love the pink, and I think with the baby cake, the insides might be different. Oh my god, let's see. Because I'm pretty sure if you cut inside the cake, it's like a gender reveal cake, and that will make my whole entire year. You don't understand. Okay, so these are the mussels. I love all of these new options. I feel like I'm not going to be so bored with cooking and always making the same thing now. And like for Thanksgiving and Christmas in the game, or Harvest Fest and Winter Day or something, Winterfest, you can actually make like a turkey and then sides like rolls and bake macaroni and cheese and have like an actual dinner party. So that's really cool. Okay, so this is the cake, and I'm like pretty sure. Let's take a piece. I'm about to, oh my god, it's pink on the inside. You guys, that is the best thing I've seen in forever. Okay, we're gonna move on because I'm gonna be stuck on that forever. Love how it's 3:50 in the morning and I'm just like making her cook all this food and taste it and everything. But now we're gonna come to the bookshelf so I can show off the cookbooks. So on all the bookshelves, you're gonna have a new option to buy cookbooks. And like I said, this will let you learn all the recipes that are like special recipes from other places, even cafeteria recipes. Oh, all the recipes from Brightchester. So I'm gonna go ahead and buy all of them because we are rich. Well, ooh, not anymore, because we bought a bunch of shit. But anyways, we're just gonna buy all of them. And for some reason, I'm really curious about the cafeteria recipe, so I'm gonna have her read this. So once she has read that, it'll say that your sim has learned how to cook all the quick and easy recipes from Brightchester. Okay, so maybe it's like the ramen and stuff like that, like the quick meals, I'm thinking. But I have so much food now. This makes me so happy. Like the inner Taurus in me is like food. Okay, so now it is Monday and my sim is hungry, and we have finally got our subscription box in the mail. So this is our drink crate subscription. This is the coffee, and what is this? I'm not sure what this is, but we must have ordered this as well, and our mealtime subscription. And then we also ordered chicken nuggets and flour. I remember that. So I'm going to go ahead and put these in the fridge. And with the drink crate oh no, don't send it back. Oh my god, I just sent it back. Oh my god. So basically you get drinks in there. I'm going to go ahead and actually open this one. I cannot believe I just sent it back. Like, who does that? Let's go ahead and open it. It costs $50 to open it. And in the mealtime subscription box, it looks like we get 4 frozen dinner boxes, a loaf of bread, 2 wheels of cheese, a tomato, toxic chamomile, money for $1,600. And then parsley. So that meal subscription box kind of sucked. I'm not sure if they're random. I'm so dead that I sent back the subscription box. I should have sent back this one because it was trash besides the $1,600 money fruit. But that is pretty much everything that I have to show off from the Scco cooking overhaul, and as well as the new custom recipes that I downloaded. Well, everybody, I hope you enjoyed my overview of the Scco cooking overhaul, as well as some of my new custom recipes that I showed you. If you download this mod, I hope you enjoy your new grocery stores. And if you check out the custom recipes, let me know down below what your favorite recipe that you downloaded was. If you like this video, don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, and hit that notifications bell so you get notified every time I post a new video. And I will see you all in the next one. Bye.